Many parents received 6 monthly child tax credit payments in 2021. These payments, part of the American Rescue Plan, passed last March, were instrumental in bridging the gaps for families across the nation. The tax break increased from $2,000 to $3,000 per child aged 6 to 17 and added $600 for each child 5 and under. They'll also have an impact on your tax filing this season. These parents may be in for a surprise come tax season. Some families may not realize these were an advance on the child tax credit, which could reduce their write-off when they file taxes. Depending on parents' 2021 modified adjusted gross income, this could even trigger a tax bill, which is sure to come as a shock to child tax credit recipients. In 2021, parents may have received up to $1,800 in monthly payments per child 5 and younger, and an additional $1,500 for kids between 6 and 17. These monthly payments were based on 2019 or 2020 income. However, due to pandemic-related layoffs, business closures, and reduced income in 2020, it's likely that many parents earned more in 2021. This increase in income could possibly reduce or eliminate their eligibility for the child tax credit. There are 2 phase-outs for the child tax credit, which reduce eligibility for the 2021 increases and the $2,000 base credit amount. The first phase-out begins for single parents making $75,000 or more, heads of household making $112,500 or more, and joint filers with a combined income of $150,000 or more. This phase-out reduces the child tax credit by $50 for each $1,000 by which parents' modified AGI exceeds these income thresholds. The second phase-out kicks in once modified AGI exceeds $200,000 for single or head of household filers and $400,000 for joint filers. The second phase-out also reduces the credit by $50 for each $1,000 that exceeds these income thresholds. It's not the most straightforward calculation to determine if or where you fall in the phase-out for the child tax credit. If you have questions, work with a professional tax preparer who can help you get an accurate estimate of your 2021 income to compare to previous year's income. In late December, the IRS mailed out copies of Letter 6419 to recipients of the child tax credit. This letter included the total amount of advance payments received in 2021 and the number of qualifying children used to calculate the credit. Letter 6419 is helpful for the tax return filing process and should speed up the process as well. If you received it, keep it. If you received advances on the child tax credit, don't be surprised if your refund is smaller than you're used to. You've already received half of the total benefit in 2021. Additionally, if your income significantly changed in 2021 compared to previous years, but you still received the payments, you might even need to pay back part of the advance if you exceed the income thresholds I mentioned earlier. If you were one of the parents who put off receiving money in 2021, you might see a larger refund than expected. You could receive up to $3,600 per eligible child this tax season. If you have questions about the child tax credit, work with the pros at 1-800-ACCOUNTANT. Our experienced accountants can help you gather all of the necessary information to file your taxes and ensure you're not leaving money on the table. Working with a professional tax preparer also ensures you won't be caught off guard by any surprises this tax season.